Before this video starts, if this video reaches 1,000 likes, I'm going to be sneaking into the finals next year of Love Island. So there's a lot of unanswered questions from you guys, and I will be answering them in this video, like where is the villa? How did I sneak into the villa? Why did I sneak into the villa? All these questions will be answered, guys. But anyways, let's just start with how it happened, okay? So I just randomly thought of the idea. I was like, there's this Love Island villa, and then like 5 people try to sneak on it like every day apparently, like every year when it happens, and like that's like the average. And I was like, no one's ever done it. And I was like to myself, fuck man, I could be the first person to ever do it, I was like, I could be literally the first person to ever do it. And I was like, you know what? Might not be a bad idea, but when it's just like a thought in your head and like you don't really like think of like pursuing it like that. But then, a week went by and I was like, oh man, I kind of want to do it now. I'm kind of bored in the UK. I do want to fly out somewhere and just like leave the country. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, this will be like a holiday and also like an opportunity to do the first thing anyone's ever done. So I was like, you know what? Let me just fly out and do it. So I flew there, I hired a cameraman to come with me. He was a friend actually, because no one was gonna like do something like that for free. Come on, like. But anyways, it was a risky thing, anyways. So yeah, and then his friend came through as well. She came through, and then we all just went, and we went there. And the first day, guys, literally, we just chilled a bit. We went out for the night, and then yeah. So yeah, we got there. So yeah, we got there, and then we had these mopeds, and then we literally drove there for about 4 hours. It was like a 3 hours drive, I would say, and we've like never drove mopeds before in our lives, and we don't even have driver licenses. They just gave us these mopeds. I think it's the provisional license. I think with a provisional license you can like just ride a moped. So anyways, yeah, we rode these mopeds, and then we got to the Airbnb that we booked. And from that Airbnb that we booked, it was like in the area of where the villa was. And now I knew where the area of the villa was, like, the town, like a city town, because it was online. I'll be honest, it was online. From doing a bit of research, I could find out, well, it was in this town. Anyways, I got to this town, booked an Airbnb, and the Airbnb host luckily pointed us in the right direction. If you saw the video, and he was like, yo, it's right over there. And he was such a nice guy, made us food and everything. But anyways, yeah, he was like, yo, it's over there, it's in that direction. He was giving us a bit of information about it. I was like, okay, cool. So after we had that long drive from one side of the island to the other, we literally like we rested for like an hour, and then we literally just got out on our mopeds again, and we scouted the location. Now that was the plan. The plan was to like scout the location, find at least 3 entry points to get in, and yeah, we were determined to get in. Anyways, it was not easy. Like, we drove there, and then we eventually found it. It took us about an hour, 2 hours, to like find, I would say find out which one it was. Basically, there was a lot of villas in this area that we went to, and we didn't know which one it was because they all looked the same. But eventually we found one, and we saw loads of security at it, and they were already watching us. Like, it was crazy. They had binoculars watching us already. They had watchtowers everywhere. I'm telling you, like, it was like, I felt like I was in a Call of Duty mission. I was like, what the hell is this, man? I never expected security to be this tight, but they were tight, and they all had guns as well. So it was a bit scary as well. Anyways, we found Casa Amor. But that was the Love Island villa last year or something. Like, they changed it up or something. I don't know this year. But anyways, we saw loads of security, and we thought that was the one. Now, we were making plans to go there. And then I was thinking, hold on a second. Why do I see people coming in and out of the other building? So that's the point where I was like, okay, hold on. Maybe that might be the villa, because I see loads of security here. But what if the other one's the villa? So I went there, and we kind of went up this hill. And it said no trespassing and stuff, and we went through, we trespassed a little, and and then what do you call it? Yeah, we went through, and then we started hearing voices. This is the part where we started hearing voices. We were like, oh my god, I hear voices, English accent voices in Spanish land. And the person we were with, Taya, she watches the show, so she was like, hold on a second, I recognize the voice. And I was like, huh? And now, yeah, I recognize the voice. And then she told us, yeah, she recognizes the voice and everything like that. And then, that's at that point we confirmed that the Love Island villa was like in that surrounding, and we kind of figured out the location basically. At this point, security you know, were onto us. Like they were onto us, but you know, we were trying to like get as much footage as we can and you know try to figure out where it was at the same time. So security started to come to us and they're watching us, and so we, you know, we were trying to pretend that, you know, we're just tourists trying to take pictures on the hill and stuff like that. It really wasn't believable because we was literally in the middle of nowhere. When I mean in the middle of nowhere, I mean the middle of nowhere. Anyways, security guard comes and like, yo, I know, which we, sorry, we tried to leave. So then we tried to leave, yeah, and then as we're trying to leave, literally, you know, like a security car pulls up and says, yo, what you guys doing here? What you guys doing here? And we were just trying to say, yo, we're just vloggers trying to, you know, take pictures on the sunset and stuff like that, you know. They wasn't buying the story. And then they started taking pictures of us, like the other security guard in the car started low-key taking pictures of us, and I was like, oh my God, we are screwed. I was like to myself, yeah, this is not gonna work. You know, they had nothing against, they can't really say that we did anything wrong, so they just kind of like, you know, just let us go basically, you know. Then we tried to go, and then we asked some tourist guy, and sorry, we asked some guy that lives there, some local guy who's our age, you know, we asked him, yo, bro, do you know like any ways to like sneak into the villa or anything like that? Or we were just telling him straight up what the plan was literally, because he seemed like a cool guy, he was just a runner, who's our age, you know, he ain't gonna snitch. I was hoping he wasn't gonna snitch. So, you know, we spoke to him a little bit, and then they saw us speaking to this guy, and then, yeah, they started following him after we left him, and then we're like, oh, fuck, man, we're screwed. He's gonna snitch, man. However, we were trying to make it back to our mopeds, and these guys were onto us so much that they sent another car, and then the car kind of like followed the road, and they were trying to find our vehicles basically. They found it, took pictures of our license plates, and then they spoke to us again, and they literally said to us that if you trespass, you could be shot. Like they were trying to basically threaten us and say that you could be shot. At this point, I was scared, guys. Like I'll be honest with you, like I was really scared. I didn't know what to say. Like I didn't know what to do. I mean, my team, my guys were all there. They were all just like, "Yo, are we gonna do this or not?" Like, and I was like to myself, you know what? Yeah, let's do a bit more research. So I started asking locals, like, will they shoot us if we do this, basically? And they were like, no, that guy's capping, basically. And then I believed them, you know what I'm trying to say? And then, you know what, I was like to myself, you know, let me just take the risk, man. I mean, like, why not, man? Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't think we're gonna get shot for doing something as small as that. So we literally, like, yeah, we just did it. We went the next day at night. We wore all black. And then we did it, man. I mean, we started the live stream. 10,000 people were watching. People were saying I was capping, but you know, I wasn't gonna let people down. If I say something, if I say I'm gonna do something, you know, I'm trying to say I'm not gonna let people down. So we just done it, man. We climbed over, and then you know, we found an entry point through the bushes and through the trees and bushes, but like there wasn't really an entry point there. It was more like there's loads of trees and stuff, so I had to kind of like break the trees with my own hands, like bare hands and stuff. And all these trees had like spikes on them, and I went through these like trees and spikes, and I was bleeding everywhere. Me and my cameraman, we had cuts everywhere. My clothes got ruined. I'll be honest, that they had, you know, some nice shorts that I just bought, you know, for £30, and you know, they got ruined, you know. And then anyways, yeah, so we kept going, and then eventually they heard something going on, because my cameraman couldn't get through anymore, because he's like 6'4" or something like that, man. Like he's big, and you know, the trees were getting, it wasn't really easy, you know, I mean, just get through. And then eventually the security heard us, and at this point my heart dropped. I mean, my heart dropped. Like, the security literally was saying, yeah, I think I hear voices. And then me and my friend, we shut off everything, shut off the camera, shut off the phones, everything. And he's got his flashlight, he's looking, and I'm like, yo, we're detected. And I'm just trying to hide, you know what I'm trying to say. Luckily he doesn't see us. He's like, yeah, I swore I saw something, that's what he said, or heard something. And I can hear him over the radio trying to speak with the other person. And then eventually, like, they say something like, get out right now, we won't call the police, or something like that. And then I think they heard us, and it was kind of bait. And then my cameraman was like, yo, like, you know, he said something, and then literally said something, and then he was like, yeah, it's just me here, or something like that. And then he was like, yeah, who's with you? And then they heard my voice as well, because I think I spoke earlier or something to him. And then they were like, yeah, where's your friend, and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm here. And then I was just pretending that I'm stuck and I need help. So I was kind of like distracting them. And then while I was doing that, saying that I'm just like, you know, I'm stuck, I need help, I was actually like climbing over. And then I made it over to the villa, and then I ran. I turned the camera on and I started running, and then I went in. and I told my guy, yo, get me on the live stream. I started live streaming, and then Rich went up, explored the whole place. You know what I'm trying to say, explored the whole place. The rooms were all locked, so I couldn't really like speak to anyone or interact. But yeah, man, I just went all around the villa. It was pretty cool, just videoed it, and then the security kind of like, this is the point where the security took about 5 minutes to like 5 minutes is a long time when you're like in the villa. Like for me, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, they took about 5 minutes, yeah, to like catch up onto me. And then they tried to come in, and I just closed the door on them. And then they were trying to push it. And he was like, he's here, open up, open up. And then yeah, they opened up. There was like what, like 3, 4 of them, yeah. They just barged the door open, yeah. And then I was just there. I had both my phone and my camera like that, yeah. And then yeah, they like it was just insane, man. I mean, like, they grabbed me by the neck over here, and I was just live streaming it all. And my parents were watching. Like, this is crazy. Like, I told my parents I was on holiday, and then they literally see a live stream of me like getting bagged. So yeah, and then they took me down, and then they put me down in this like room. And yeah, they were looking for the memory card, the SD card for the camera that I recorded the footage with, but they couldn't find it because I hid it somewhere, and I'm not gonna say where I hid it because I don't want anyone to know. But you guys can guess in the comments if you really want to know. But yeah, anyways, yeah, like yeah, they were looking for the SD card for the whole time. They were questioning me and everything like that. How many is there of you and stuff like that. They were really intimidating, I'll be honest. But I just told them the truth because I had nothing to hide. We was making like a YouTube video. Nothing to hide. You know what I mean? But they were looking for the SD card, and I was like, yo, I don't have it. I was just live streaming it, and that was what was going on. They didn't believe me. They called the police. Obviously, they were trying to get me arrested. And then they really wanted the SD card, so they searched me. They searched me butt naked, basically, literally, like they took off my underwear and everything. They were looking for the SD card, but they couldn't find it. And then they just took me, they took me to the station for the night, and then yeah, I got arrested for the night, and then yeah, they let me go by the morning, like afternoon, like to 2 p.m. And then literally at that time, it was already on the news. Like, it was already viral. Like, it was viral, and I was like, what the hell? My Instagram account doubled in followers. Like, I was getting tags everywhere. I was getting messages everywhere. It was insane. Like, it was really insane. And I was like, yo, I need to get this video done. I need to get this video down. So I drove back to the main part of the city. And then after I drove back to the main part of the city, yeah, I was trying to edit the video, but I couldn't, so I just flew back to London and edited the video and then posted it up for you guys. And that was pretty much the story. But it was insane though, like seeing all the like stories, the TikToks about me, YouTube videos, people just talking about me everywhere. And I was like, what the hell was like, I was like, it was insane, man. It was like my mind couldn't process it. It was that mad. Like, I just couldn't process it. But it was a nice thing to do. It was cool. And yeah, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna do some more madnesses coming up on this channel. Like,